Good morning, Dopey. Your favorite podcast. Now able to show.
Hello, and welcome to Good Morning Dopey. Good morning, Dopey, and welcome to Good Morning Dopey. A shallow, yet ultimately incredibly deep dive into the daily reflections. My name is Dave. I host Good Morning Dopey as well as Dopey, the podcast on drugs, addiction, and other dumb things. I've decided that this is going to be the first Good Morning Dopey where I don't curse once. I would like to introduce my faithful associate, Howard.
I don't think this is the first. I think this is like the second.
No, the first one I did was ice cream.
Oh, ice cream. Oh, good
Cursing
memory.
without ice cream without cursing, and now it's going to be
Ice cream without cursing is like,
I don't know. It's like life without chocolate.
yeah.
Life without fatty meat. Now, do you think I can get through a daily reflection without cursing, Mr.
Yes.
Howard? You
Yep.
do? I think maybe that's the linchpin in our success, is if I curse less.
Okay.
Do you ever say effing?
No.
Who says effing?
There are people that say effing.
All right. Today is March 8th, effing March 8th, and the daily reflection is turning it effing over. No, just turning it over.
Turning it over.
Do you know what turning it over means?
Like turning over a new leaf?
Maybe. All right. Every man and woman who has joined AA, and Howie was just saying he wished there were no more daily reflections. We could stop. It's only.
No, we're not allowed to. Now we have to do the whole year.
Look at this book.
Committed.
March 8th, right?
Oh, boy.
But then we started at here. We started here.
We have like 9 more months.
We have all this to go.
Great.
It's a lot of daily reflections. And I hope that the 190 so fans who enjoy it know that we're doing it for you.
Yeah.
So
That's the whole point.
we're doing it for you. All right, turning it effing over.
Mm-hmm.
Every man and woman who has joined AA and intends to stick has, without realizing it, made a beginning on step 3. Isn't it true that in all matters touching upon alcohol, each of them have decided to turn his or her life over to the care, protection, and guidance of Alcoholics Anonymous? I don't know what that means. Any willing newcomer feels sure AA is the only safe harbor for the foundering vessel he has become. Now, if this is not turning over one's will and life to a newfound Providence, then what is it? What effing is it? Submission to God was the first step to my recovery. I believe our fellowship seeks a spirituality open to a new kinship with God. As I exert myself to follow the path of the steps, I sense a freedom that gives me the ability to think for myself. My addiction confined me without any release and hindered my ability to be released from my self-confinement. But AA assures me of a way to go forward. Mutual sharing, concern, and caring for others is our natural gift to each other, and mine is strengthened as my attitude, this is a long one, as an effing long one, as my attitude toward God changes. I learn to submit to God's will in my life, to have self-respect, and to keep both of these attitudes by giving away what I receive. That's it. First of all, do you think YouTube sees effing as it sees cursing? I'm just asking a question.
I don't think so.
Okay. So that we're still good. We're still golden on this one.
I guess, sure.
Your lack of enthusiasm is effing pissing me off.
I just don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know what YouTube considers.
Just try to show some effing enthusiasm. Okay? Can you, please?
I'm going to say YouTube does not give an S what the F we say.
They do.
No, I'm saying in terms of the, if you're just saying the abbreviation as opposed to saying the actual word, I don't think it matters.
How about saying the word G-O-D? Do you think YouTube minds if we say that word?
I don't believe that.
What about Jesus?
I don't think so.
All right. So turning it over.
Yeah. So it's not turning over a new leaf.
In a way it is. What is turning over a new leaf?
Like starting something new, trying a different approach. I'm interpreting this as turning over yourself to God. Am I reading that wrong? Am I hearing that
No,
wrong?
but I think it's the same thing as turning over a new leaf. I think,
Sure, I guess.
okay, if you're in a program of recovery, you're going to hear people come with problems. My effing wife, my effing kids,
Sure.
my effing job.
Right.
And you get to AA, and the people say, there's a lot of cliches people are going to hit
I love
you
the
with.
cliches.
They're going to say, the first thing they're going to say is keep coming back,
Uh-huh.
which means we support you, we love you, but it also kind of means go F yourself, if you know what I mean.
Why?
Because it's like if somebody is crooked, like if somebody's like miserable or somebody doesn't get the hang of it and someone says keep coming back, it's like go F yourself. You
Oh,
know what
I
mean?
would think that means you have to keep trying.
That's the positive take. But there are some, I want to say JERKOFFS,
Morons.
yes, who use keep coming back as like not a nice thing. Like shalom means hello, goodbye, and peace.
Yeah.
Keep coming back means go F yourself, but we really want to see you, kind of thing.
But why would you say that to somebody?
Okay, let's say somebody shares in a meeting and they're like not making any sense, right? They're just like they're just talking in a way that doesn't make any sense, like talking about their crazy neighbor, talking about how everybody hates them. Like someone's like, "Keep coming, buddy." You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
interesting.
so, but another thing people might say is you need to turn it over. They'll say that. And what that means is to not get caught up in the insanity, to give it to your higher power,
Okay.
to turn it over to the care of your higher power so you don't have to fester with it, which
Yeah.
is exactly the same as turning over a new leaf.
It's almost like saying let go.
Right.
Yeah.
Let go of it because it's not, you can't do anything about it. You're powerless.
Yeah.
You get it?
Sure.
And when me and Linda fight, which we
Yeah.
do on occasion, and let's
Is that
say
on YouTube anywhere?
not yet, when we fight and I don't feel like apologizing, because normally, unlike you, if I get into a fight, I just apologize,
Even if it's not your fault.
especially if it's not my
Only
fault.
if it's not your fault.
No. So what we do is we say, can we offer the ability to turn over a new leaf? And when we turn over a new leaf, it's basically saying, I don't think this is my fault, and I know you don't think it's your fault, but let's just start over.
It's
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's
What?
a very,
Did you
I
say
said,
moronic?
Let's move on.
Did you say it's moronic?
No, I said let's move on. That's good.
You're
Yeah.
you're an effing J. Anyway, turning it over is great.
I like turning it over.
I recommend turning it over.
Yeah.
Stay strong, Dopey Nation. Effing toodles for Chris,
Right.
and go F yourself, Howie.
Oh, thanks.
Keep coming back.
Dopey, I'm face down on the floor.